Hello. I'm so sorry for the delay. My OBS is looking very angry right now, so I don't know if you can even hear me. It looks very, very mad. And I don't know why, because it looks fine on my phone. So, maybe it's a false alarm. We'll hope for that and see what happens. So sorry about that. I was trying to figure out if there's something wrong, but it looks okay. Or maybe not. I just jinxed it. I think I just jinxed it. I think I just jinxed it. It froze for a second. Yeah. Okay, well, let's attempt this. Hi everyone, welcome in. Apologies for the delay. Hopefully OBS behaves, or whatever the issue is behaves, but hi Happy Gecko, welcome in. Hi South Reaper. Hi Anthony. Hi Cam McCain. Hi everyone, welcome in. Yeah, I'm gonna try to monitor on my phone. But yeah, it's red and angry in OBS. It's telling me that there's a bunch of dropped frames. So I'm not sure because it looks fine. So we'll try and hopefully we don't have a crash because I've had enough of a week. I've had enough of a week. I've had a rough time. So I don't want to deal with it anymore right now, honestly. But that's the nature of technology. Unfortunately. It's just how it is. So, hi Dawn Seeker, everyone on YouTube. Welcome in. How are you? Would lowering the game resolution help? I know you've tried everything in the book. I know. I feel like most of the problem is with infield, and usually Genshin, Warcraft doesn't give me a problem. Oh, I think I just froze again. Shoot. Okay. It froze on my screen. That is so strange. Okay, I can lower the game resolution. I can try that. I think this time it might just be the internet. Based on what OBS is telling me, which is strange because it's fully fine. It's got all like 5 bars or whatever. So that's weird. If it's my internet, there's probably nothing I can do, I don't think, because it just is what it is. I don't have any way to like connect myself to the modem at this current stage. We'd have to get the whole thing redone, and that's, you know, a process because of where it is, where the hookup is in the house. So unfortunately, I don't have the option of just like moving it closer to me and plugging myself in, like plugging my computer in instead of relying on the Wi-Fi. So I don't know. It seems to like be okay, and then it skips. So I might have to, I wonder if I restart. I wonder if I restart if it'll be happy. Here, let me check one thing. I'm gonna go check. Let me check my network. Let's see. Yeah, I think. It's just so weird. It's like it's the same internet I always have, you know? So if it works sometimes and doesn't work others, I don't really know. Okay, well, we may just have to deal with it, because I think it is the internet. But there's nothing I can do except change the bitrate, and the bitrate's already been changed a few times, so I don't know that doing anything to that right now is going to help. Do you have anything running, anything extra running in the background, like Windows Update or something? I don't think so. I'm going to double check. Let's see, do we have... How do I get... I'm going to close everything else. I'm just gonna X out of all of it. The only, most things just like web browser, stuff like that. But I'm gonna close any extra windows and only have the programs that I need. Yeah, that didn't do anything, I don't think. Okay, well, we will attempt it, and if it gets so bad that it's just not feasible, somebody might have to tell me in chat, and then and then I'll just either have to restart the whole stream, or if we can't get it to work, we can't get it to work, and I'll have to pick a different day, I guess. But yes, I have tried pretty much everything that is recommended online to fix any issues, except for plugging into the Ethernet, which I just can't do, unfortunately. Eventually, hopefully, that will be something I can do, because I I really want to. I just don't have that as an option right now. So we'll see. Hi, son. Welcome in over on YouTube. How are you? Some places in Nodcry are often unoptimized. Yeah, I think sometimes it's like game issue. Like, I think when it's infield, it's just infield being annoying, but I don't even know why I was here. I was trying to do the new event. That's what I was trying to do. Anyway, sorry, I'm kind of all over the place because it's really been a rough week. I don't need the tech trouble on top of it. But yeah, okay, yeah, I don't think there's anything I'm gonna be able to do. So, I am so sorry if it crashes. But I'll try to keep an eye on it and try to monitor while I'm playing. But there's a new event in Genshin, which is why I'm here today, because this is time limited. So I'm like, I have to do it. It's time limited, and whatever I'm doing in infield can wait. Because I have to go back and like make some gear and do all this stuff, and I just haven't had time, unfortunately, to do that this week because of how nuts everything has been. And I lost several days of productivity to being not sick, but kind of sick. Like, I have like ongoing chronic minor things that like to rear their head every so often, and when they do, I lose all of my productivity for several days in a row, which sucks. So I was not prepared for infield, that's why we're doing this. And also because this is time limited. So let's try. And I'm gonna try not to think about all the stuff that happened today. It's, like I said, it's been a week. I'm glad it's Thursday, because that means tomorrow is Friday. And then it's like almost the weekend, so Friday is close enough. Actually, Thursday is close enough for me to be happy. So, okay. I'm keeping an eye, like, I keep turning to my phone, like, are you okay? OBS is still red, so. Anyway, I know nothing about this event. I haven't done any of it. I just got a little pop-up when I logged in the other day, so let's give it a go. And I think there's story to this. If not, I'm in for a rude surprise, I guess. So, okay, we have this little letter thing. I don't know if there's many games, but I'm also not in the mood for that today, so we'll see. Okay, you've traveled far and wide, met countless prominent figures and big shots of the world, and as we both know, that breadth of experience is one few can hope to match. In fact, I have a business matter that I believe you are uniquely suited to handle. You will, of course, be generously compensated. If you're so inclined, head to the Curatorium of Secrets at your earliest convenience, and we can talk details. Okay.
So, it is from Nipper. She sure dialed up the charm, huh? Sounds like the payout could be huge, though. Let's head to the Curatorium and check it out!
Okay. I don't know if the, in-game audio is bad or not. I didn't have time to test today, because I'm a little frazzled, like I said. A lot of not terrible. I shouldn't say that. That's me being dramatic. A lot of mini crises at work were happening today, and I'm like, guys, I don't have time for this. I'm on a deadline. So, I need the no brain day today, which is usually my Warcraft days, but we're just gonna no-brain this too, I guess. Okay. It's a story event is all I will say. Finding out the rest will be the fun for you. Yeah, okay, good. In-game audio is fine. Okay, good. Usually I test everything. Like, I just do a recording before every stream just to check audio levels. But I did not have time to do that, unfortunately. Okay, well, every time I look at my phone, it looks fine. But OBS is telling me like 30% dropped frame rate. So, maybe OBS is wrong. Okay, well, yeah, I was assuming this was a story event. And I usually just wait and do those on stream, so. At least my little cats are working again too, and I didn't even have to do anything. They just started working again.
Hello? Anyone here?
Ah, you got here even earlier than I expected. That should give us just enough time to go over some details before the opening ceremony.
The cat. The cat. You can bet countless souls cried out and rejoiced at the fact you get a free Yehuda from this event. Oh, right. That's right. I couldn't remember. I knew, like, usually they do free character events. I forget how often it is, but it's like, there's a pattern to it, you know, and I just never pay attention. I forgot we were getting a free character. Everyone wants her due to MiHoYo's masterful in-game advertising via her meme faces, yeah. I think I have her, but I must have gotten her on, I don't know what banner I was pulling where I wasn't specifically trying to get her. I can't remember now, but I think I have her. I haven't leveled her, but it's fine on my end. Okay, good. Yeah, I may have turned it down on my, so that I'm not hearing it so loud, but hopefully it's still, you know, good for you all. But yeah, usually I do my test and I didn't get to.
How about a cup of tea first? I'm sure it was a long trip.
I want the cat.
Now tell me, Traveler in Paimon, have you heard of the Nod Pride Trade Expo?
No, I'm not.
Nope.
No.
A long time ago, back before Nasha Town even had that name, this place was essentially one giant black market. With no administrative oversight, trade that was prohibited elsewhere was fair game here. So this place began to attract business from all over Teyvat. Over time, more and more people settled here, and what was once a black market became what is now Nasha Town. The spirit of free trade has been a local staple ever since. Hence, the Nod Cry Trade Expo was born.
I want to put stuff like this on my black cat. I don't think he would appreciate it, but I want to.
So, is it like a business convention?
In a sense, it's an annual tradition once the shipping routes open up. The expo offers a chance to trade without restrictions. In other words, it's the biggest legal black market in all of Teyvat.
So is that why you asked me to come?
Yes. The Voynich
Legal
Guild
black
is
market.
organizing the event, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities. Normally I would let Yehuda handle most of the work, but this year, it might prove too much for her to manage on her own. Something tells me we'll have a lot of big names in attendance this time. Working with VIP clients takes someone with the right experience and connections. Hence why I think Yehuda might need a helping hand.
Oh, so that's where the Traveler comes in.
Exactly. I was hoping you could help her with participant coordination.
Nice of you to look out for Yehuda. I mean, if she makes her do this by herself normally.
I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. I'm just interested in playing to people's strengths. In addition, I think you'll find the compensation to be quite to your satisfaction. So, are you in?
Yeah, should be a piece of cake, or sure, but what's the catch? I'm gonna go with what's the catch?
Good instincts.
There has to
I
be.
do have one special request, as the one offering this commission. In principle, the Nodcry Trade Expo is a platform for commerce with no restrictions. That said, the guild does have one line that is not to be crossed. I'll need you to help make sure all participants are clear on this unspoken rule. As long as everyone complies, the expo should go off without a hitch.
So what's the unspoken rule?
No violence at the expo. The guild has pledged to ensure the safety of all sellers and buyers in attendance.
Okay, I mean, shouldn't that be a given? Because, like, why would anybody want to go if it's... never mind. Okay, don't logic. The Traveler might be the most connected individual in Tavad. That's true. That's true. He's kind of the only person that's, like, gone around to every nation and, like, met with the most important people in every single nation except... Well, not Shesnaya yet, but, you know.
Violence? Whoa! That wasn't even on Paimon's radar! Just because it's legal doesn't change the fact that this is still a black market, huh?
If that line is crossed, the event will descend into chaos.
Understood.
Of course, mediating such situations might prove complicated. So if you ever want my judgment on the matter, just come find me. The expo is being held on the shoreline to the southeast of Nasha Town. Yehoda is working on setting up the booths as we speak. She'll be able to provide details on the participants as well.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate regime, Shihad. I have my water, which I'm gonna try to drink the whole thing because I haven't had much water today. But I also have a Celsius, which I'm not supposed to have today, but I need it or I'm gonna fall apart. So I'm gonna drink that as well. There's like some kind of ink stain on it. What the heck? Okay, it's like it came off on my palm, like the ink on the Celsius can. Okay. Thandia, hey Thandia, what's up? Hi Shihad, welcome in, how are you? I am having I was gonna say I'm having a day, but I'm actually having a week, so... I mean, they even have connections with Fatui Harbinger's Fair, yeah. Like, I don't know, it's like the only somewhat not neutral party, you know, but because they kind of deal with everybody, the Traveler, they make the most sense for this kind of stuff. The Traveler stopped 3 apocalypse events at the very least, so it'd be weirder if he wasn't well connected. True. It's like he's done quite a lot, so I would hope that, yeah, the important people have made connections with him, because he's been very helpful. Hi, is it Hekados over on YouTube? Welcome in, how are you? But yes, I have kind of a building headache right now, so I'm gonna hope that this caffeine knocks it out. Normally I wouldn't be drinking this right now because it's too late. But I can sleep pretty well right after caffeine, so I'm not worried. Yeah, that's how you say it. Oh, okay, good. Usually I read it wrong. I'm real bad at names.
All right. I suppose I'll leave you to it then.
Yep, we got this!
Oh, I picked a sour one again, didn't I? Ooh, that's, yeah. Like, kind of tastes like a melted Jolly Rancher. Okay. Oh, can I talk? Where'd the cat go? Where's Asher? Oh, he's up there. Oh, oops. Hello. Perhaps Columbina can understand what Asher's saying. Meow, are you back here to ask for help? Just write whatever it is on the piece of paper right here. I can't help you, my claws are too sharp. I'd tear the paper to shreds. Oh, poor Asher. I didn't know that I could do that. Okay.
If you find yourself in a tricky situation, just come find me.
Okay. So the floating person next to Ether and immediately thought emergency provisions from the memes. Yeah. Yep. Paimon. Paimon and her emergency food status. Okay, where I'm going to the event venue. Oh, can I teleport? Is it? Yeah. Okay, well, I keep glancing at my phone and everything looks like it's okay, so maybe I'm worried for nothing, I don't know. Still, OBS is still angry, but OBS is less angry than it was when I first logged on, so the percentage has gone down, at least. So an interesting thing about this event, many NPCs from past events are in attendance. If you're like me who has done many of these events, it's a cool little Easter egg. Oh, okay, cool. So just like you can talk, or they have a part or something. The chances, I've done a lot of past events, I guess. There's still things I haven't done side quest wise, but I've done a lot of the events, but the chances of me remembering people short-term memory. Oh, I see. Okay. Robots.
This is where Nefer said the expo should be.
Let me think. Yeah! Let's go with this. We can't keep changing the setup.
Where are the goods being stored? You still haven't told us.
And what's the guild's cut on transactions this year?
Sorry, one question at a time, please.
So she just has to do everything by herself.
Oh, I should have just stuck to cat wrangling.
I would prefer the cat wrangling, yes. I rather wrangle cats than people.
Hey, Yehuda!
Traveler! Paimon! Sorry. I've got kind of a line here.
Don't worry. We're not here to pile more work on you.
Never asked us to help you out.
Really? Boss Neff, you absolute lifesaver! I'm seriously drowning over here. Oh, you two are doing me a huge favor.
Never asked us to handle participant coordination. So, how can we help?
Let me think. Oh, right. There are still 3 participants that haven't checked in. At least I think it was 3. Ugh, come on, Yehuda. Get a grip. I'm not forgetting anything. Am I?
Poor Yoda.
Looks like Yehuda's doing her freaking out face again.
Don't panic, we're on your team.
Sorry. There's just so much to keep track of.
Let's start with the basics then. What does participant coordination involve?
He needs a project
Exactly.
manager.
It's things like registering all the participants, verifying their goods, showing them to their booths. Oh, and if any disputes break out between them, it's your job to mediate.
Got it!
We're still waiting on the sellers for these last 3 booths. One's reserved for Ino, but as for the other 2, they're both big deal clients from abroad. The kind of people we really don't want to offend, so be extra careful around them, okay?
Hey, the Traveler's got this. What's the worst that could happen?
You don't get it. One of them's the captain of some mercenary fleet sailing the high seas, and the other's a top dog in the criminal underworld. Getting on their bad sides, 100% a no-go.
Well, lucky for you, I don't think I could be on their bad side, so...
If something goes wrong, let's hope that's a big if. Don't engage. Just tell him you work for Boss Neff.
Alright. You have a bunch of work still, right? Leave the Merc Captain and Gangster Buzz to us.
Oh, lifesavers, the both of you. Not cry hot dogs are on me later, I promise. And whatever else you want. Anyway, I'm guessing the 2 sellers I just mentioned are caught up with lodging or cargo. You should be able to find them at these addresses. I'd get over there pronto if I were you. People like that don't take well to be kept waiting. Oh, and tell Aino to bust a move, would you? The booth I'm saving for her is in a prime location. If she doesn't come claim it, the other participants are gonna start asking questions.
Okay, we have to go get her.
One at a time.
Oh, okay. I have to go three different directions. Okay. Okay. Where are we going first? Let's see. Oh. Oh, I was like, how am I supposed to get over there? Let's see. Didn't know if there was going to be a teleport.
Is this?
The Alcor. Yes.
Actually, this is the second ship in our fleet. The Alcor's back home patrolling Guyun Stone Forest.
Beidou! The infamous merc captain who sails the high seas!
Yeah. We've met, remember? What's with all the pomp and circumstance?
It's a long story.
Well, no sense standing around. Take a seat, tell me all about it. I'll have my men roll out the welcome mat. Ah, I see. So you know the head honcho of the curatorium, huh? Your network of connections is something else, that's for sure.
About the registration.
Right. We need a record of who's participating in the expo and what you're planning to trade.
Well, mark down me and a few crew members as participants. The rest will stay on the ship. As for what we're trading, take a look.
What is it?
A while ago, Ningguang revamped the Guizhong Ballista. The beauty you see here is one of her new and improved models. It has insane firepower and comes complete with remote guidance for accurate striking even at long distances. I just know people are going to be fighting to get their hands on it.
Is that a good idea?
Are you sure you're allowed to sell stuff like this?
Don't worry. Compared to the model the Millileth's using, this one might as well be an antique.
Never wasn't kidding when she said no restrictions, huh?
But who's gonna buy something like this?
Oh, I'm sure someone will bite. Buyers from all over Tevat will be in attendance, after all.
Yelan?
Ah, sorry. I was so busy with the cargo, I forgot to mention that Yelon was aboard.
No worries. You here for the expo too, Yelan?
No, I'm just here for work. Captain Beidou was kind enough to lend me a ride, so no need to register me with the expo. Anyway, it's been a while, traveler. If you get the chance, be sure to pass along my regards to the head of the curatorium.
What kind of work?
The sensitive kind.
Sounds like our
The
cue to stop
suspicious
asking
kind.
questions, doesn't it?
100%.
Well, I'll be off then. Once I'm done with this, drinks are on me.
About time! I've been itching to see Nod cry from the bottom of a bottle.
Alright, that's it for registration. Follow us, and we'll take you to the venue.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was giving me movement again.
So, this is the place, huh? Not a bad spot. When you've got some time, come help me test the remote guidance on this thing. It's a real thrill, you'll love it.
Is that a mini game? No, no. Fire support assault. Okay. Defeat as many enemies as possible within the time limit to earn battle rating. After challenge ends, rewards will be granted based on battle rating. Okay, those are the ones that I always just like speed through as fast as possible. It's not gonna make me play it right now, I don't think, so I'm not even gonna read it because I'm gonna forget by the time I actually do it. Okay, I need to get... Oh, can I not? Excuse me, let me teleport. Okay. I must retrieve the child. I'm curious how many hours of cutscenes this game has. It seems like there's a lot of dialogue. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of dialogue. That's a good question, but I'm sure it's one of the reasons why the file is so huge. Like, the game file is so massive.
Hey, you two!
But it's not always voiced. Like, the big important quests are voiced, and usually the bigger events, I guess. Some of the small side events aren't, and a lot of, or I guess all of the world quests, I don't remember, but all the other quests aren't. It's just like, the dialogue is there and you just have to read it. But the really in-depth cutscenes that are in, like, the Archon quests, those are, like, you know, super detailed. And then the rest of them are more like this, where there's the dialogue at the bottom, and it's, like, probably less of a load, I would assume, but still a lot.
Traveler, Paimon, hello.
We're helping out Never with some expo stuff, and we heard the Krumkake craft shop is taking part.
Correct. Aino is just doing a final round of debugging on her thwack and smack defense bots.
What? Thwack and smack defense bots, okay.
Oh! Is that her submission for the expo?
Genshin is lore heavy, and it tells most of its lore in the form of dialogue. Personally, I don't understand why people are so bothered by reading. I guess it just depends on, like, what kind of experience you like with games, or what you're looking for at that moment. Like, most of the time, what I want is dialogue and story, and I don't care if I have to read it. I like reading it on stream less because I'm, like, stumbling over my words. But if I'm just reading it in my head, I don't mind. But, like, I prefer the, you know, big story, narrative, lots of dialogue, lots of cutscenes, whatever. That's usually what I'm looking for, but every once in a while, I'm just, like, not. I'm, like, not in the mood. And sometimes the Genshin, like, side quests will get so long that I'm just, like, hyper-clicking through all the dialogue, and I'm not reading it. But generally speaking, I definitely read it. But yeah, I know some people don't. They'll just click through everything. But yeah, I guess it just depends. Like, what kind of gameplay you like.
Yes. Moles and other small creatures often steal from the craft shop, so Aino designed a defense bot based off of them to protect this place. Upon further testing, these bots turned out to be highly effective, so she decided to perform some upgrades and bring them to the expo.
Wait! So Aino is actually gonna trade one of her bots?
Not exactly. With the exception of a few special orders, Aino rarely sells her finished products. What she's trading at the expo is the blueprint, not the finished product.
Oh! So, are you guys ready to head over then?
Like, as much as people like to say show, don't tell, there is a hard limit to what you can do with that approach, yeah. And every medium is different too. Like, if you're doing a TV show versus a movie versus a video game versus writing something out, is it a short story, is it a book? Like, the medium affects it, but also just, like, you can't, not everything can be just shown, and that's one of the things they usually teach you to break in college. Like, when for my English masters, that was one of the rules, that it's, like, okay to break.
Yehoda asked us to speed things along a bit. She's saving a super good spot for you, and she's worried people are gonna start asking questions.
I told her I need to finish debugging first. There's no point in rushing or I'll have nothing to trade.
Oh! Paimon's never seen Aino this serious before.
The craft shop is experiencing a severe shortage of funds. Aino is hoping the expo will improve our financial situation, so she's being extra thorough.
Where'd all the money go? Some kind of expensive research?
I'm gonna guess she probably spent it on snacks.
Negative. It's our dessert funds that are
Yep.
lacking. We have had at least 47 cases where excess dessert purchases have led to a shortage of research funds. As such, I decided to split up our research and dessert budgets. Aino is forbidden from dipping into one to transfer to the other. And not too long ago, she cleaned out the entire dessert budget for this month.
I see, no surprises there.
Alright, done. Thwack and whack defense bots, do me proud.
Looks like we can head over now.
Okay, we're going, yeah, back to the place.
This looks like a good spot for the demo platform. This new bot looks pretty interesting, I know. Swing by and try it out whenever you want. It'll blow your mind. I just know it.
Thanks for the help.
No problem. Oh, and for registration, is it just gonna be you two?
I will be participating, but there is no need to register Aino. She doesn't like to be around a lot of people. Once the expo starts, she'll head straight back to the craft shop.
Oh, good point.
Oh. Not reading that right now. No, don't care right now. No minigame. I don't want to do the minigame. Depends on the game for me. I really like games with great story and world building, like Mass Effect Trilogy, but there are some games, like WoW, where I really don't want to spend all the time reading why it worked hard. Jenkins needs me to slay 10 scorpions. Yeah, I know. A lot of the quests in Warcraft are kind of inconsequential, like it doesn't really impact the big story, at least in the classic. I don't remember. I think in retail too, so it's like if you just gotta go kill stuff or like go collect stuff or whatever, it's like not super important to the overall big story anyway, so you can kind of tune out, which is nice, because sometimes I'll read all of it and I don't mind, like, but it just depends whether or not I want to read that day. But yeah, it's nice that, oh, is it? Am I always, I can never tell which way to go. I don't think it's that way. But yeah, if I'm in a mood where I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that today, then I'll just go, if I feel like I missed something, I'll just go like watch a video or something. But yeah, usually I'm there for story, but not all the time. In Warcraft especially.
The flagship. Guess this participant decided to figure out lodging first.
Partner, Paimon.
Navia! It's been forever!
I'm guessing you're here for the expo.
You got that right. Representing the Spina di Rosula, of course.
Top dog of the criminal underworld. Yeah, that checks out.
Okay.
Is
I
that my
want
new
sweet.
nickname? I'm not opposed. It's kind of snazzy.
It's great that we found you. We're working a commission to help with participant registration right now. You know, goods verification, stuff like that.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, take a seat. I ordered a whole bunch of food. Clorand and Chevreuse went to unpack some things, but should be back in a sec. Oh, speak of the devil.
Talking about us?
Clorand! Chevreuse! You're here too!
Nodcry is a chaotic and dangerous place. Considering the Spina's importance to Fontaine, the last thing we need is for something to happen to its president.
I do find it nice to travel with friends, but come on, look who you're talking to. What's the worst that could happen?
With that nonchalant attitude, it's anybody's guess.
Fair.
Fair enough. Guess you can mark down our champion duelist here as my bodyguard.
Gang boss and her bodyguard. Got it. Should we mark you down for the expo too, Chevreuse?
No need. I'm here on official business. A lot of our recent cases have had ties to Nodcry.
And that's Paimon's cue to butt out. Oh, one more thing. What's the Spina planning to trade at the expo?
Oh, this right here. It's one of the Fontaine Research Institute's newest inventions. It's a kind of relay system that allows the user to unleash Numa and Usia energy in battle.
So it's a weapon?
Of course. At a market with no legal oversight like this one, weapons are gonna be the first to go.
Guess so. Still, bragging about not having to follow the law in front of Chevres feels wrong.
I don't mind. I've read quite a bit about lawless territories and crime novels before. As a detective, I know that I'll need to put the rules aside for now if I want to get things done here. And on that note, I should get to work. I've got patrol members waiting on me.
I guess nobody cares. It's just... anything goes, and that just seems really, really dangerous.
Just follow us!
All right, let's get this show on the road. I want to get a bit of shopping in as well.
Alright, let's go back to the venue.
Wow, it's even bigger than I expected. I'm hoping more people will show up, though.
It'll get busier once things kick off. Still, looks like Yehoda needs a lot of help.
Well, Clarand and I are all set up for now. Be sure to stop by our booth when you get a chance.
The 3 participants that Yehoda mentioned are all set now. Let's go give her an update.
Okay, not reading that. Bye-bye. Okay. Give who an update? Oh, Yehoda. Where's Yehoda? Oh, there's a cat. Oh.
Hey, what was that for?
Just shut up and move along. This spot is mine now.
Little dude.
It's the lady in charge. We were just setting up our booth and he's trying to take it from us.
Like, chill.
A troublemaker, huh? The expo announcement spells it out clear as day. All forms of violence are strictly prohibited. Read it and weep, Buster.
It's like my screen just got dark because my nightlight came on my computer.
Enough to scare off a punk like him, no problem.
It's not like I wanted to hit anyone. It's just not fair.
What's that supposed to mean?
We all know the black market stuff is in the highest demand here. So how did these dwarfs get a spot selling these stupid toys?
Dude, you need to calm down. I love how MiHoYo does this event to allow characters to organically meet each other in universe. Yeah, it's like they won't have opportunity a lot of times in the main story. You know, like a lot of the characters are just never gonna come across each other otherwise. So it's nice when they do not a crossover, like it's not separate property, game property, but like crossover with the different nations. Because otherwise most of the time they don't really have a reason to see each other.
I did some digging and guess what? Turns out these brats have connections in the Voynich Guild.
I also forgot. I forgot to summon my cat on Twitch. There we go.
Obviously, someone pulled a few strings to get them here. But me, I miss one stupid deadline, and that's when the rules start to matter? Give me a break.
Dude, chill.
Hey, we earned our place, fair and square.
As if.
So, you're slinging out the easy targets, huh? That might work for you on the outside, but not here and not under my watch. These kids earned the right to be here, same as everyone else. Don't believe me? Take it up with the guild. We'll see who comes out on top.
Just you wait.
Okay.
Who the heck was that?
Just some punk looking for a fight. But I scared him off without even lifting a finger. I'm still shaking. That was close. Almost had to pull the Never guard.
Well, he's lucky he decided to run off, or we'd have helped teach him a lesson.
Also keeps the characters relevant long after their banner ends. Yeah, I imagine that helps with if they do a rerun of anybody, you know, when you have the opportunity to actually pull, if you missed a character, it's nice that it's, you know, maybe not the first time you're seeing them. I'm sure that helps, but, you know, don't underestimate Yehoda. Yeah. she was scared, but she did her best.
Thanks a million, miss.
All in a day's work. Anyway, knew I remembered you guys. Your guardian works for the guild, right? Was it again?
Auntie, are you all right?
I'm fine. Just got a little scrape when he pushed me.
Why is his voice so...
I got caught up with something. I should have been here. I'm sorry.
Right! Ashvapati! The one man in the guild who wouldn't know profit if it hit him in the face. You get a spot in the most lucrative market in the world, and you're letting the kids use it to sell toys. And no one else would even entertain that idea.
Well, the purpose of the expo is free trade, right? There's no rule that participants have to sell weapons.
Yeah, like why it wouldn't have to be. Okay, again, don't logic. She may seem goofy, but she has some serious skills. That missing arm of hers has a story of its own. Yeah, I didn't even, I guess when I was first playing, Nod Cry, you know, and they were introducing all the characters, I didn't even realize she had an arm, a missing arm. I was like, it didn't hit me till later, and I was like, wait, what? Don't give a reason to act, and you won't have to find out firsthand that missing arm means. Yeah, I totally missed it. I don't even know how long it took me to figure that out the first time, though. I was like, just not paying attention.
No, but most people know what's gonna make real dough. Unlike a certain someone.
Ati, Neb, Rhea, head back to the booth. If anything else comes up, you call for me, okay? Don't be reckless.
Okay, got it.
The technology used to make these toys, perhaps it can also be used to make weapons. Oh.
Yeah.
You two know your stuff.
Wait, what? Then why not make them look the part? They'll sell tons better that way.
If you were to leave your kids a gift, would you choose a toy or a weapon?
Well...
In any case, I'm not looking to make it big. I applied for the expo because the kids thought it would be fun. All I care about is them having a good time.
Fair enough. You're still gonna be busy with guild business though, right? Just a heads up. This might not be the safest place to leave the kids unattended.
That is true. If you would like, I could tell you the story about it. I got her friendship 6, so I know her story. Oh yeah, you can. I don't mind. Like, to me it's not... I don't care about spoilers or anything. The likelihood of me unlocking everybody's story is like, not much.
I understand. A lot of children suffer because their parents are too consumed with work. It's unavoidable sometimes. But I want them to have better.
You know what? Don't even sweat it. I'll look out for them. What the heck are you doing, Yehoda?
Really? That would be amazing. What do you say to Miss Yehoda, you three?
Thank you, Miss Yehoda. My pleasure. Just have them come find me if anything comes up.
Got it. I should get going then.
Wow. Way to step up, Yehoda.
I'm just looking out for some kids. How hard could it be? Then again, I bet I'll be swamped with disputes to settle once this thing gets rolling for real.
Yeah, that's probably not... probably not a good place for kids.
Relax, we'll help you out. Oh, also, we registered the last 3 participants. So, the expo can start now, right?
Wow, already? In that case, let me go get things ready for the grand opening. Talk to you later.
She really does have a lot on her shoulders.
Yeah, we should help as much as we can.
Attention, everyone! Participant registration is now complete. On behalf of the Voynich Guild, I am pleased to announce that the Nod Cry Trade Expo is open for business.
Okay, those are the mini games.
Whoa! There are so many people here now that the expo's officially underway. Should we take a look around? Or maybe check in on our friends first?
Like, go talk to them or go play the game.
Wonder how Beto, Navia, and Ineffa's goods are selling. Let's go check!
Excuse me. According to the expo announcement, you are in charge of mediating disputes between participants, correct?
Yeah, did something happen?
Just now, as Aino was about to return to the workshop, she got dragged into a conversation with some individuals who appear to have unofficial ties to the expo. My database does not have relevant information on how to address the situation, so I came to you for help.
Unofficial ties, huh? Sounds a little shady.
Let's go check it out.
Come with me.
A device that uses Numa and Usia energies in battle. With that kind of tech, a bandit group could rob a caravan without even showing their faces.
Well, that's not good.
And what about this thing? Remote guidance? Precision bombing at long distance? If a group of thugs got their hands on it, their enemies might as well surrender on the spot.
The Fontaine Research Institute made the right call going through the Spina di Rosula rather than selling it themselves.
The same is true for the Ministry of Civil Affairs, I'm sure. A merc captain who spends most of her time at sea is far less conspicuous.
Huh?
What about this girl? She seems to be trading in military-grade weapons as well.
The Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop does take on a lot of orders for dangerous creations. But I think in this case...
I'm overthinking it.
I think so.
Elon? Chevron? What are you doing here?
Traveler. Paimon. How did you find this place?
Although this location is indeed rather secluded, Aino has equipped me with a special sensor module. With it, I was able to detect that you had pulled her aside for questioning.
The rumors are true then. She's quite the little engineer.
Can you tell me what this is about already?
Apologies, but it's a matter of utmost importance, so I had to be sure. After our conversation, however, I can confirm that Aino is not involved in this case.
Traveler, could you help us clear up this misunderstanding?
Ineffa, why don't you get Aino out of here, or there's no danger to her? I mean, I think they should just leave.
Understood.
It's like, poor child.
Based on our conversation just now, I'm guessing neither of us is the target the other is searching for.
I second that. And since our strategies were so similar, I'd wager we're after the same person.
When we talked earlier, it seemed like you both were hiding something.
Yeah, Paimon thought so too.
Well, I wasn't planning on dragging you into all this. But now that I appear to have gained an unexpected partner, I suppose I might as well explain. I trust you, Traveler. And Miss Chevra seems to do the same. With you here, I'm hoping we can avoid further misunderstandings.
Agreed.
I'm all ears.
Miss Chevras and I seem to be here in Nodcry to reel in the same fish.
That's right. And the product we brought to trade is the bait. Of course, if I worked in the booth, it might tip people off, so that's where Navia comes in. I assume it's the same situation with Captain Beto?
So, does that mean your target is gonna be at the expo?
Yes. There's a good chance it's one of the buyers.
But, what about Nefer's golden rule?
We're gonna need to take you to the curatorium.
What? No. I've done some digging into the head of the curatorium and where she stands. We can't let her know what we're doing.
Well...
I wouldn't be surprised if she got the Traveler involved because she anticipated this from the start. If the Traveler has someone to answer to, then we should go.
Fine.
He's one step ahead, everybody. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Trying to click so I can see chat. Okay. Oh yeah, I missed the Yehuda story. Hold on. Basically, Yehuda was originally part of the Sea Hook gang. It was basically the only family she knew. One day, a merchant named Ronfang? Sorry, I'm like reading it way across on the other side of my second monitor, so like the text is tiny. Paid off some of the Sea Hook gang members to assassinate the boss. The gang fell apart after that, and Yehuda went on revenge spree. Nothing could stop her from hunting down that merchant. She was... Oh, I lost my place. She was starving, wounded, and suffering a fever, but kept up the hunt. At her final exchange, she faced the merchant in battle and traded her arm for his life. Oh. Well. Oh, we are in the ad break on Twitch. I was not paying attention. That's okay, because I can just talk. But yes. Yeah, that's... Sorry, brain processing. Yeah, that's something. But I mean, better her arm than her life, I guess. But yeah, it's like I feel like a lot of the stories, like that you can only unlock with the friendship level or whatever. I mean, sometimes they don't have a ton of information that you don't know, but sometimes it's like most of the character's backstory. And otherwise you wouldn't know. You know, because they don't really work it in. I guess they don't work it into any of the side quests or anything either, because they can't possibly work it all into main story quests. Like it'd just be so difficult with that many characters, you know? But yeah. Interesting. I'm trying to like drink the Celsius slowly, but my head's really hurting. Okay. Nefer patched her up, funny. Enough it was Nefer who told her where Ronfang's whereabouts, and she did it with the expectation that Yehuda would fail, so imagine the cunning Nefer's surprise, yeah. Yeah, that'd be a big surprise, wouldn't it? It's like, oh hi, you survived. Which I guess is why she wants to hire her. Like, wants her to work for her. When Yehuda returned with a missing arm, but very much alive, yeah. Yeah. Interesting. It makes sense that she would, like, want someone like that to work for her, though, I guess. Because she already knows that she's capable. Oh, that's so bright. It's so bright. Even with the nightlight on the computer, like, it turns down the brightness and, like, whatever, the blue light. It's still really bright. So bright.
Nefer! You here? Turns out, we actually do need your help with something.
I forgot we were still in the ad break, so I wasn't supposed to be progressing the... I'm having an off day, okay. I mentioned a little bit earlier, or like at the beginning of stream or whatever, it was like, I'm having a week, which is true. But like, I was trying to get a, what do you call, like a research thing done that was supposed to be due tonight. Like today's the last day, and the only reason I'm doing it today is because I couldn't do it this weekend because I was sick or like out of commission for like 3 days. And so then I had to just wait, and I was working on it today. And of course, as soon as I like sit down to work on it, because my actual like job work is also kind of crazy at the moment, but I was like, I can do it tomorrow. I can just push all of my work to tomorrow, because it doesn't really matter what time of day I work. Like I could start early, I could work late, it doesn't matter. So a little bit more flexibility there. And I was like, all right, I guess tomorrow is going to suck, but let me just do this today. And as soon as I sit down to start at like 1 p.m. on this, because I was doing other stuff earlier, I was like, I get a message from my supervisor, and she's like, so we have kind of a crisis. And I'm like, great, wonderful. What do I need to do? Because I guess I have to do that now because, you know, crisis instead of doing more flexible scheduling and doing my research thing. So I was like so close to canceling stream, which I didn't want to do because I'd already scheduled like in advance, and I don't like doing that. I was so close to canceling because I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna finish this. There's no way I'm gonna finish my research thing and have it done by the end of the night. But it's like, I don't know how it happened, but the thing at work finally resolved itself, but it took the rest of the day into like, I don't know, 6 or 7 p.m. before it was resolved. And I was like, okay, I can't do anything else about this. Somehow they figured it out. Basically, there was an issue with contracts, and we weren't going to have the platform that we needed to do our campaigns for communications. And those are supposed to start next week. And so it was like this big, like, crisis that stops the entire project, kind of. I don't know what happened. I don't know how they figured it out, but they did. And then I got another message at like 7 p.m. My supervisor's like, never mind. We'll be okay. I'm like, all right, great. I just wasted X amount of hours trying to solve this problem that apparently did not need me to solve it. So that was fun. I say with sarcasm. Yehuda doesn't really seem to understand just how skilled she is and what she's truly capable of. Ranfang found out the hard way. It's not Yehuda's weak. She just doesn't have a reason to act. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of the characters are, you know, they're more of the provoke me. If you provoke me, something's gonna happen. Rather than just go and be violent for no reason, you know. The problem fixed itself then. Nice, yeah. It would have been so much nicer if it had fixed itself earlier. So that we weren't all stressed for like however many hours trying to find a replacement, last minute vendor who can do the same thing that the current vendor does. But yeah, so I don't really know what happened. I guess the legal counsel fixed it because it had something to do with contracts. I don't do anything with contracts, so I was like, I don't know. All I can do is tell you, like, research other options and see if we can get a new vendor in place before we have to start sending stuff out next week. I don't think this is gonna work. So I shifted my focus to that immediately, and then thankfully it resolved itself. And then I was scrambling before stream to get my research thing done and submitted, which somehow I magically did. And then of course I log on to stream and we're having tech problems, and I'm like, okay, what else today? What else? So I'm ready for a nap. I did not get one today, but that's okay.
Ah, Miss Yelan from Liyue and Miss Chevreuse from Fontaine. It's quite the honor. Forgive me for not greeting you sooner.
So you knew we were coming all along?
Anticipating your arrival is one thing. Getting you to come talk to me is another.
And that's why you put the Traveler in charge of participant coordination. You knew we trusted him enough to tell him the truth about our plans. And you also knew that, out of respect for your arrangement, the first thing he would do is bring us here.
How else could I have gotten us all to the negotiating table?
I don't know, the easy way? Like, just ask people? We just have to make things harder than they have to be. Okay. Hi, Hadi, welcome in. How are you? So this was the plan all along.
Forgive me for not cluing you in, Traveler. I had a feeling things could get complicated, so caution was vital. Rest assured, you will still be compensated as promised.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
Yes. Might as well get it out in the open, ladies. You two were going to exchange intel sooner or later, correct? No better time than the present.
Recently, the bandits at our border have become more aggressive. We don't know how, but they seem to have gotten their hands on some kind of weapon, which has made them a lot more dangerous.
Man, talk about stressful. Sounds like you need some cheese. No, if I eat cheese, it's all over. Like, I'm gonna nap, or I'm just gonna sleep for like 4 hours, and it's not... That would have been the worst possible decision, although I did have some cheese on my pasta. I didn't have a lot, so I was okay. I only had a little bit of cheese. But there's nothing to stop me tomorrow, because all I have to do is work, like normal work, and now that the crisis has been avoided, hopefully that means it will be a lot easier. Actually, no, that's not true. I have to write my final paper, which is due Sunday. But I don't have to do that all tomorrow, so I can eat cheese and sleep. I love how cunning Nefer is. Fun fact, the only reason that Leeway is a blind spot in Nefer's intel network is because of Yelan. Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense, because Yelan's also gotta protect their interests. I'm tired, I just woke up from my nap. Nice. I needed one, but there was no time. And the caffeine's not really doing much. I still have a headache, although actually I have a ponytail. I should probably take the ponytail out. That makes my head hurt sometimes. There we go. Maybe that'll help. I think Yelan is the only one who can truly level with Nefer when it comes to Battle of Wits, yeah. I'm like, I don't know, would anything be accomplished? You know? Sometimes it's like, will anything actually be accomplished if it's these two? Because they're not going to want to give away information.
The caravan transports have been helpless against their attacks.
We're facing a similar situation in Fontaine. Conflicts between gangs have been escalating, with civilians getting caught in the crossfire.
Well, that's not good.
Our investigation indicates that someone has been supplying the gangs with some unusually powerful weaponry. Even with the Spina's help, we've been struggling to curb the fighting.
In which case, I think we can confirm that we're facing arms dealers operating on an international scale.
Yes, and their cover has been ironclad. There hasn't been so much as a trace leading back to them, until their most recent operation.
Let me guess. Someone leaked where the weapons are coming from, and it pointed right to the Nodcry Trade Expo.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you so much for following the channel, Henia.
I see. Well, weapons tend to be a hot commodity in a market with no restrictions. Say that the person you're searching for is in attendance. Does that mean you're prepared to ruin the expo to nab them?
I won't lie to you. Catching this person is my top priority.
How about this? In the spirit of being a good host, you give us a bit of leeway to do what's necessary. And in return, we won't do anything to undermine the expo.
All deals made at the expo are protected, including those that would be illegal elsewhere. It's the entire purpose of an event like this.
I'm a little confused. How do they get away with that though? Like, it's just, it's illegal here, but it's illegal everywhere else. I don't know. Watching this with one eye open right now, about to fall back asleep. I'll try to stay awake though. You should rest if you're tired though. I don't know, if I talk too much, I might just put you back to sleep. I've been told that. Fall asleep to listen to me talk.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut from both the seller and the buyer, so we have a duty to uphold that principle. I can't just let a customer get scooped up by the authorities while everyone watches.
You said this was a negotiation, but you don't seem prepared to compromise.
Let's think about this. Maybe there's another way?
Only deals made through the expo are protected, correct?
Oh?
Theoretically speaking, were any deals to take place outside of the expo's scope, I would have no right to interfere.
Good. Then we can promise that the rules will be followed.
I want insurance, then. To hold you to your word, the Traveler must be part of all operations related to the investigation.
We have a deal.
Then you have my thanks in advance.
Looks like negotiations are a success!
It's the best outcome I could have asked for. I appreciate the help, Traveler.
Don't mention it. I didn't want there to be conflict between you guys anyway.
In that case, do me one more favor, would you? When this is all over, I want to hear the real story behind everything that goes down.
No problem. Okay. How devious, yeah. It's like, I don't know. We have to do everything the hard way. And nobody wants to reveal information. Well, you know, whatever. I'm like, yeah, okay. Just talk to each other.
When this is all over, I want to hear the real story.
Yeah,
Looks like
we
we'll
heard
be
that.
working together quite closely. The pleasure is all mine, of course.
This whole negotiation really feels like something out of a light novel.
Fair. If they try to exclude the traveler, they risk souring the valuable relations with them. Yeah. It's like we'll put the traveler in the middle of it all, so it has more risk for everybody involved, I guess. I want to pet the cat, but there's no option to pet the cat. Okay. Oh, I'm just supposed to leave. Okay. Bad game. I know, every time there's a cat in a game and it doesn't give me the option to pet them or pick them up, I'm like, why? Why would you put a cat in front of me and not give me that option? Must pet cats. Yes, let me pick up the cat or pet the cat. Like, just in normal settings, I don't know, just... It doesn't... They only did that with... I guess it was a... Was that an event where they had it where you could pet the cats? I don't know. That was a long time ago. But... I'm like, just let me pet the cat. Can't be that hard. Okay. Traveler is invaluable, not just for their power, but more importantly, their connections. Yeah, I said it something about that earlier. I was like, well, they're kind of the only one, I guess, that has really met with everybody in basically almost every nation. So they're kind of the only one that's ever going to be seen as somewhat neutral, you know? Because they're not from here. Like, okay. No, did I not? Oh, wait until 2 days from now. Is that like in-game time? 7 to 10. Day after tomorrow. I guess it's in-game. In-game time. I'm gonna assume.
Well,
oh,
it's been 2 days. Wonder how the investigation's going. Let's go check in with Yelan and Chevres.
yes. Okay, I'm gonna assume that. Oh, I have to go down. I already forgot what I was saying. Oh, I'm gonna assume that my my headache is not due to lack of caffeine, so it's not doing anything. That's annoying. Like, every time I don't know, I always think it's like lack of caffeine. Usually it works, but more recently, I think they've just been due to stress and lack of sleep.
Can this launch blaster thing really shoot stuff from that far away?
Genshin has a new time-saving feature. You can just press V and it will automatically adjust the time to the required time. Oh. Oh. I didn't know that. I'll have to do that next time, yeah, because I'm always like going back to the quest going like, wait, what? How much time? How much time?
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually called a ballista. And yes, it can.
But how does it stay on target?
It uses a remote guidance system. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The upgraded version doesn't even need that.
Can I give it a try?
Oh, not a chance, kid.
Like...
Can't have you hurting yourself. Believe me, this thing is even more powerful than it looks. Ask me again once you're older.
I was like, please don't let the children fire the thing.
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two! I was just introducing our product to these discerning young customers.
I thought she was gonna let him.
Paimon thought you were here for some, you know, fishing? Wait, are these three?
What? No, of course not. The kids were just curious, that's all.
I'm sorry. Are these three preventing you from doing business? Let me get them out of your hair. Come on.
Do we have to?
Don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them more about it.
No, we've taken up enough of your time already. Neb, don't bother people when they're trying to work, okay?
Okay.
It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the expo is over, come find me on my ship, and I'll let you see the ballista in action. How does that sound?
You can launch the missiles when you're older, yeah. It's like, I thought she might let them do it. I wasn't convinced that she wouldn't let them do it. I was like, yes, please don't let the children do that, and maybe it's also not a good idea to let them do it when they're older either. That just seems dangerous, and like you're gonna provoke a response action that's not gonna be good. I've just been rushing through this event. I need those primo gems, yeah. Yeah, I know, if you're like, I guess I don't do it so much in Genshin, but in some of the other games I'm like, no, I'm just gonna click through literally everything on hyperspeed because I just need my in-game currency so I can do whatever wishes I'm trying to do, whatever gacha I'm trying to do. Usually in Genshin I end up having enough resources, just because I've been playing for so long, I guess, but I lost on 80 pity to Lauma. This is the second time. Oh no. I'm sorry. That's so frustrating. I like the, I guess I like the gacha mechanic to some extent. I just don't like the, pity systems. It's like I like not knowing what's gonna happen when I press the button, but I also don't like the system, overall system.
How much would it cost?
Not a single mora.
Really? It's a promise then, miss.
Your vessel. It's a battleship, isn't it? Are you sure you should be bringing children on board?
Fair question.
Why not? Whenever we're docked back in Liyue to pick up supplies, I always let the kids around the harbor come aboard to play, and boy do they love it. If a kid from Liyue can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Is that so? I've heard that people in Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrackers and give them to children as toys. Perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battleship and see a playground.
If you're worried about safety, I can...
No, I suppose I'm just envious. That's all. I'll be sure to bring them over if we get the chance.
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh? Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, just wanted to ask how it's going with the top secret,
Top secret.
fishing. Did you reel in the catch of the day yet?
They're circling the hook just fine. Just waiting for a bite.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Shh.
Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Ah, except you never find something like this for sale there. Better jump on the chance now before it's too late.
Excuse me?
He's coming this way!
Steady now.
That's mighty expensive.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on, there's no rule saying we can't haggle.
Ugh. Haggle. My least favorite activity in terms of markets.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it? Take it up with them.
Listen, I can tell this is something special. If you're willing to go a bit lower, I'm prepared to cut a huge deal.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way we can both get what we want then.
What are you implying?
Well, Nod Cry's a big place. Surely this expo isn't the only place we can cut a deal.
Oh?
What would you say to working this out someplace else? Somewhere the guild can't get a cut?
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think? Point is, we're both going out on a limb here. But the reward's worth the risk.
Well, like, what do you... Okay. What would you want with that thing anyway? Like the ballista?
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them catching on, I'll need to send a proxy.
Smart thinking. Let's meet here, then.
Good. He took the bait. Let's go elsewhere to discuss our next move.
Okay. We are... Oh, we're going to the ship.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up.
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask, though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo?
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape. Something to work around rather than with. Just like the law.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved, right?
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring. And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened, and whoever is behind this whole thing will know we're onto them.
In that case...
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our real target before he has a chance to react.
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel for that. If even one of the agents escapes, it's over.
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? Nice idea, in theory. The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but that would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon. Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
We can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Nodcry?
Calm down.
Are they having a fight?
They're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
A successful collaboration requires trust. And a willingness to make concessions. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents. Sound like a plan?
Yes, I appreciate the trust, and I promise you, not a single one will get away.
See? Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts, though.
Well, not just here. I feel like he knows he's being set up. Yeah, possibly. Or like, I mean, they're talking about him being, you know, an underling, because of course, why would the person in charge ever go in person? It's all about long-term planning and avoiding unnecessary pulling on the gotcha. Yeah. This often means making hard calls, like abandoning a character you want for one you want more. Yeah, I did that more early on, I guess, and then there was enough. I guess there was just enough that I didn't pull for, because I didn't think I would use. I didn't think I'd use them or level them or whatever, so I didn't. Oh, sorry. Drag my water bottle across. I made a big noise. So then I ended up having enough resources, thankfully. I can't remember. Like, I have spent money on Genshin, but not much, honestly. So that's good. Cat fight, yeah. That's a fight I'd want to see. I mean, I feel like they're only going to fight with words, most likely, though. But, yeah. Oh, okay. Trying to move my chair neck pillow thing. It's my, if I can keep my head stationary, then it doesn't hurt as much.
Then you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he tries anything, it'll be 2 against 1.
Sounds good to me. He doesn't stand a chance against both of us.
Let's do this thing!
I mean, if he's by himself, definitely. Definitely. Who are you? Oh, okay. Just a random person. Okay. Yeah, I'm not reading that right now. Okay. Gotta go. Can I? Can't teleport directly there.
There he is!
Paimon. Paimon, be quiet.
Oh, you really can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack. How do you plan to deliver the goods?
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts. So I'm guessing you need sea transport?
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and transport the components in crates.
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
You take it apart, would you know how to put it back together?
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled and stored in regular crates.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in unassuming cargo crates, because you operate right out in the open. Most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumidus Harbor, so that seems to check out.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
That's her cue.
Take that!
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover agents! He's making a break for it!
Alright, fine. I'm gonna go back to sleep. Bye. Bye, chat. Yeah, bye, Hadi. Thanks so much for stopping by. Have a good night.
The captain of the Special Patrol will take it from here.
One just popped up. Looks like the one on the surface has been subdued. There are children around. I have to avoid bloodshed.
Yes, let's please not. uh, let's be careful.
Trying to escape? Allow me to show you the way!
Oh no, don't make me do it. Destroy objects along the road. Okay.
Nope, not this way.
Okay.
Had enough? Then turn around!
Where's he go? Oh, did I not hit it?
Out of steam yet? 'Cause I can do this all day!
What?
My leg!
Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I suggest you stay right where you are.
Imagine it ricocheted. I know, it's like, let's just fire into the, like, let's fire into, like, this public area where there are a bunch of people, you know? They're not, like, standing right there, but still. That just seemed very dangerous.
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough? Do you even know how many of us there are? If even one gets a...
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes 20. Save the best for last, right?
How did you...
Don't even think about it.
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never would have been able to make it in Nodcry. It was about time we returned the favor.
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side. We've been over this.
Yeah, I know. But hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious.
Ugh.
Wow! Navia is something else!
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula could mobilize these kinds of numbers outside of Fontaine. This Navia has quite a few tricks up her sleeve.
Yeah, I mean, they were definitely lucky they had them.
No trade expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still wouldn't need to explain a thing.
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
Yeah, that was a casualty, but at least it wasn't a person, so...
It was an unavoidable sacrifice.
At any rate, I suppose the next step is to get these birds to sing. Should be an easy job. The Maison Gardiennage has a reputation for highly effective interrogation tactics.
And if that doesn't work, I've heard that spies from Liyue have their ways of making people talk as well.
Yes, that means the operation was a success, right?
So far. Once we get someone to reveal who the mastermind behind all this is, that's when the real work begins.
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the expo. But as far as our deal with the curatorium goes, I think that's a wrap.
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
First, we need to figure out what we can learn from these agents. We'll be in touch once we have the information. Then we can head to the curatorium together.
Sounds good.
Well, that went a lot smoother than expected. Not a single one got away.
The real story behind everything.
You're thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? Let's see. We have 2 expert detectives from separate nations teaming up to uncover an international crime ring. That's not a bad story. If you feel like it's missing something, maybe Yelan and Chevres will uncover something more interesting during their interrogation.
Excuse me? Are you the Traveler? Yehoda needs you back at the expo venue as soon as possible.
Oh no! Did something happen?
I'm sorry, I don't know the details. All she said was that it's urgent.
Now let's get a move on!
Okay. Did you notice how they both threw subtle shade at each other? Oh, Yelan and Chevres. In the last exchange. Like they disguised it so it wouldn't be completely obvious and they could deny it if confronted. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. It's like subtweeting. Just like, usually I'm passive aggressive enough that that's what I do too. Okay.
Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Oh, could this get any worse?
I think it's gonna be okay.
Get it together, Yehoda. Focus on the hot dog you're gonna treat yourself to after today is over. One thing at a time. All right. You've got this.
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
Don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of this. I swear.
What happened?
You're here. Please, you've got to help me, Traveler. A theft at the expo is gonna ruin the guild's reputation.
A theft? How did that happen?
You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this exact reason. And it just had to happen to one of the scariest people here.
Beidou?
One of the scariest people here. Someone stole the ballista.
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored there. But when I came to check on things just now, I noticed that all of them had been stolen.
And each ballista is super dangerous. If they fall into the wrong hands...
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse. Still, we should get them back as soon as possible.
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep this between us for now, we would be super appreciative.
Do we have to tell her?
Honesty is the best policy. That's what he taught us.
I know, it's just...
Miss Yehoda...
What are you three doing here?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. That's why Uncle Ashvapati told us to come see your booth. It seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told us what parameters to ask about. Ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him. We wanted to ask Miss Yehoda for help, but then we heard about the ballistas being stolen.
Yeah, that's us.
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati would do something like that, but...
Ashvapati works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse, so he could get inside without the guards getting suspicious. Wait, so now it's an inside job? Oh, jeez. The guild is never gonna recover from this.
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech. If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
So, this just went from bad to worse. Uh-oh.
The question is, was he acting alone or is he connected to the crime ring?
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. There aren't a whole lot of people that could manage to stay off Yelan's radar. Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn? I've got things covered here.
Got it! Hold up. We can't hold these kids responsible, though. Right?
No, of course not, but... how do we explain this?
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would. Besides, they're innocent in all this.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible. No matter what he did or didn't do, it's worse for them if he's missing.
I guess we're on the same page then.
Take these kids to the curatorium. I'll update Yelan and tell her to meet you there.
Will do!
Okay, we're going... Nope, going up here. Excuse me, give me the teleport. You all exchange intel.
Well, this
sometimes the text on screen is weird.
Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two.
Give me the cat. You know, it's so good she is only as serious as she needs to be at any given point. Yeah, I mean, Yehoda, poor Yehoda's freaking out, so it's just like somebody's got to stay calm.
But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction, so the real culprit could make their move.
It's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about Ashvapati?
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He adopted us when we were little. He told us we all came from the same band of Eremites in the desert. But apparently, we're the only ones left. We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember. We got to Nagcry not too long ago.
Their eyes.
What about them?
I'm just reminded of something. About a decade ago, there was a band of Eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing those of other groups. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the highest bidder. The conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted arms traders stood by and reaped the spoils.
Yeah, that's how it works.
But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, the group met their end. None of the weapons survived, and so in the wake of that destruction, the status quo of the desert was restored.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But in the desert, no one bats an eye. From what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphans from that particular band of Eremites.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
So the survivors of that band of Eremites are back in the weapons business.
Sounds like it.
No! Uncle Ashvapati would never do something like that! No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Uncle Ashvapati hates weapons. Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys for us to play with. He can't be the kind of person you're making him out to be. Or...
I'm sorry. All we can do is act upon the facts.
So, what's our next move?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. If all goes well, we can head to the pickup point and ambush them. But if Ashvapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened, there's no chance he risks himself for his agents. So, that meeting might as well be moot.
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashvapati for now. If we find him, he might just lead us to our culprit. If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail. I'm confident I can track him down. I just need some time.
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people involved, the harder it is to operate. As soon as I've got a location, though, he's all yours. You let me handle the search, and I'll let the special patrol handle the seizure.
That does sound like the most feasible plan. I'll be waiting for the good news.
Seizure?
Hey! Don't worry too much right now. The most important thing is that we find your uncle. The rest can wait.
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer, Traveler.
As long as I get paid. No worries, I also want to see this through. Oh dear God, he doesn't love them because they are children, he loves them because they are future money plans. Yep. It's means to an end. Oh, did I, Oh, this is... Manage affair. I didn't look at any of that. Oh, is this... Tales and antidotes. Are these like extra? Those are extra things, I guess. Oh. There's a third part and an epilogue, which I didn't realize weren't unlocked yet. Oops. That's okay. This must be like just extra stuff. Can you get these little rewards for doing the extra little like antidotes? But I guess these ones are no. Okay, these are like multiple. Okay. So okay. I don't know if that's like how long those are. Because I guess that's separate from the minigames. Oh.
If you want to drum up some business, all you gotta do is holler, and everyone on the first floor will be able to see you. Also, you have to come this way to get to the second floor, which pretty much guarantees that everyone attending the expo will notice you guys at some point. Not bad, huh? Thanks to the spot I saved you, you guys will be drowning in business before you know it.
Your point being?
Cross-referencing Yehoda's current facial expression against database. Confirmed. Analysis suggests that Yehoda hopes we will return the favor.
You bet I do. At least Robo-Girl gets it.
Okay, how do we do that?
Generating proposal. Complete. Yehoda, the next time you visit the workshop, I will reserve the seat closest to the hallway for you.
Huh?
This seat provides priority access to any dessert items delivered from the kitchen. It is also free from window glare and sits at optimal proximity to the teapot. By reserving this premium spot for you, I can guarantee you a most enjoyable dessert sampling experience.
Is this your idea of a fair trade?
Are you kidding me? That spot's usually reserved for me. I'd never let you take it if I didn't have my dessert budget to consider. What's going on? Yehoda looks upset.
All right, I'll level with you. Since I saved you such a great spot for your booth and all, could you possibly lend me some technical support? Please?
Technical support?
This year's expo is way bigger than ever before, which means there's definitely gonna be more shenanigans going down too. I know, surely you have some kind of contraption that can, like, scare everyone at the expo into compliance or something. As the manager, I need something I can fall back on in case the you-know-what hits the fan.
Why don't they just, like, I don't know, provide her with more like security other than just the traveler. I don't know. Just give her some help. Sheesh. Honestly, if Ashvanti, I don't remember what his name was, is doing what I think he's doing, then that's the most cruel thing you can do to a child. Raise them on a lie and then reveal the life they've lived was all a lie and they shatter from the truth. Yeah. I'm assuming it's just means to an end, long-term goal of abandoning them, you know? My assumption, but...
Let me think. If things escalated that far, shouldn't you just report it to Nefer instead of trying to deal with it yourself?
Well, yes, technically speaking. But if, for example, it was somehow kind of my fault to begin with, I'd probably be better off solving it myself on the DL.
Okay, what happened?
Remember those 3 kids? Well, that punk who was harassing them wasn't just some random nobody. He was just the one that got picked to stir things up. There's a whole bunch of people here who aren't happy with the booth situation.
Is he this guy? Is he dancing with the robot? What is he doing? I just noticed that. Okay. Anyway. Hope is the best seasoning for despair is a quote I have found myself quite taken to. Yeah. That's a good one. I'm sorry, I'm just this guy. I'm distracted by why is he dancing with the robot?
Now, obviously, they don't have the guts to pick a fight with the Voynich Guild directly, but apparently, they at least have the guts to harass 3 kids outside the confines of the expo. The problem is, I'm not really supposed to get involved with anything that isn't strictly to do with the expo, so the whole thing would kind of be hard to explain to Neff. Not that I regret what I did, but jeez, Yehoda, you sure know how to make life harder for yourself.
The soul leaving the body.
Okay, yeah. Sounds like we need to be smart about this.
I know, do you think you can help Yehoda out?
Fine. Just this once, I guess I can lend you the Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch.
Agreed. This option meets Yehoda's requirement for an expo-wide intimidation strategy.
The Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch. What's that?
This little guy right here. I made it recently after getting myself into a really sticky situation. To activate the switch, you just need to give him 3 taps on the head. If you do that, there's pretty much nothing in Nodcry that you won't be able to handle.
Really? So what actually happens when you activate it?
You'll find out if it comes to it. But I'm only letting you use it once, so you better save it for when you really need it.
You should probably tell her what's gonna happen, though. Like, here's a thing. I'm not gonna tell you what it does. But so good luck.
Okay, cool. I'll take your word for it.
Oh, was that it? Yeah, oh no, there's a second part, I guess. Some of them have a second. And some of them don't, it looks like. Yeah. Where are you hiding?
It's her! The boss of the Spina di Rosula! Huh? Uh-oh. Things are about to kick off.
What are you worried about, Yehoda?
Shh! Don't you see him over there? Parasol Lady's the head honcho of the Fontanian underworld.
Parasol Lady.
Rumor is she pulled the crumbling organization back together and avenged her father with her own hands. Oh, we don't want to get on her bad side. An eye patch over there is a merc captain from Liyue. She has a fleet of her own that sails the seas. Most people know to steer clear. I was worried this expo might not be big enough for the two of them, if you catch my drift. So I kept their booths far apart. Looks like they wound up meeting in the end, though. You don't think they're butting heads already, do you? What am I gonna do?
Let me handle this.
Hey guys! What's up?
Oh, hey there, partner in Paimon. Partner?
Can't go far in my line of work without hearing about the president of the Spina di Rosula or the champion duelist of the court of Fontaine. Thought I'd make some friends since the opportunity's presenting itself. Plus, now that the traveler's arrived, I wonder if these ladies might just agree to coming aboard for a drink.
What's the traveler got to do with that?
You're too kind, Miss Beidou.
So, the thing is, over there is a friend of ours. She's managing the expo, and seeing as you're all big shots where you come from, she was worried you might, butt heads.
Is that so? Well, I think you can put her at ease.
Yeah, and if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
Well, there you have it. Nothing to worry about.
These people are your friends. How is that even possible?
They don't call me the Traveler for nothing. Okay. LOL, to us, Yehoda may seem paranoid, but in reality we don't recognize just what these two are capable of because we are their friends. If they truly wanted to do harm, they could cause devastation. Yeah, definitely. It's just funny to watch it. Like, watch somebody being so easily intimidated because she doesn't know who they are, you know? And I'm just, I don't know. I'm always very not intimidated by many people or whatever. So, it's just like, it's just funny. Okay, I think the other ones all have a second part that's not gonna unlock until there's like time gated or whatever, yeah. But I guess I can do the first part. She can't even see over the counter.
It's Lord Songima Bay. Oh, I wonder what we're in for this time. Well, hello. Is that the Traveler and our dearest Miss Expo Manager Yehoda? You're in luck. I'm offering a whole host of Expo exclusive discounts. Don't miss out.
Paimon's not remotely surprised to see Dory here. This event's practically made for her.
Yeah, she attends religiously every year. And she's always the seller who we get the highest number of complaints about.
Gee, I wonder why. It's because she recognized potential threat they possess if push comes to shove. That scare Yehoda. Yeah, she's just very comical. I love how sickeningly sweet Dory's voice is. Dory gets on my last nerve though, because like, I forget, what was it, the Nod Cry quest or whatever, and she's just like manipulating all these children, and I'm like, no. Leave the children alone.
Complaints? Every single Mora I make from this expo is 100% legitimate. I've never broken the rules, and my prices are entirely fair. If people regret their purchases and want to grumble about it behind my back, that's not my problem.
I mean, it's only legitimate because there's no illegal. Like, it's not illegal here. What?
Paimon can hazard a guess as to why people might be complaining.
I know. And every dispute ends in your favor after you've peppered the buyer with 1,000,001 reasons why you're not in the wrong. It's just, could you maybe not find a way to send every single one of your customers complaining to me this time? I'm begging you, Lord Songema Bay, for me, please.
So that's why you came to see Dory, just to beg her to rein in the ripoffs. I mean, do you blame her? Because, like, I wouldn't want to deal with it either.
How about this? A special opening sale just for Miss Yehoda. 50% off! In other words, I'll do my very best to keep the number of complaints down to no more than half of my customers. Sound good?
Jeez, what a bargain!
Works for me, I guess.
Okay. Oh. These guys are over here.
Have you been to the Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop's booth yet? They're selling blueprints for a machine. With everything Uncle's taught me, I bet I could build one of those thwack and smack defense bots. We should buy a blueprint.
Sounds like a waste of money to me. We should be spending our expo earnings on more important stuff like clothes.
But Uncle said the most important thing is that we have fun.
Guys, please don't fight!
I hate to break it to you, but I'm afraid no one really comes to this expo looking to buy toys. If you make any more here, it won't be nearly enough to buy yourselves a blueprint. I doubt it'll even cover your new clothes.
Oh! Hi, Yehoda! Hi, Traveler!
I came here to make sure you kids stay safe, so listen carefully. If you want to look around the expo, that's fine, but you need to be extremely careful when talking to any strangers. Okay? A lot of crazy people show up to this expo, both sellers and buyers. You don't know what they might be capable of. So if anything happens, don't try to deal with it yourselves. Call for me right away. You got that?
Lori is tricky precisely because she gives you exactly what you want. When you need it at a price you can afford but don't recognize you have been duped out of more every more. You can't complain either because you did leave satisfied. That's the dilemma of all Dory's customers. I feel like it's just, I would very much be like, yeah, no thanks, I'm not playing that game. I'm very resourceful. I'll find another way.
Yehoda's really serious about looking out for these kids.
Well, it's kinda my job. I'm supposed to be the one in charge. Oh, just take a look around. This booth is the only one being run by a bunch of kids. If there's anyone out there aiming to cause trouble, you can bet they'll start with the weakest target.
Yeah, it's not a good situation. It's very unsafe. Why does this say new? Oh. I had to do that one first, I guess. Oh, it's not. Oh, no. That's the minigame. Did you know Dory once suffered from chronic insomnia? No, but I very much understand that. Because that's me.
Just keeping an eye on things. Looking out for any problems that might need me to step in. Hey, you three! What are you doing here? There should be at least one of you manning the booth at all times.
Accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing. Neb left to try and buy a new blueprint. Ati soon followed to try and stop him. Finally, Rhea came to mediate between them.
How does she know?
I keep telling you, we don't have that much Mora to spare!
I just wanted to have a look. What's wrong with that?
Guys, seriously, stop fighting!
Here's the thing, Neb. Even if you could afford to buy a blueprint, I'm afraid I couldn't allow it. I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're used to. They're for weapons, which are very complicated to build and extremely dangerous.
That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver. My designs are toys too, actually.
But I mean, like, I was a kid. They let her mess with the weapons, so... I want to know how she solved her insomnia. She commissioned a giant hourglass, and instead of sand, she filled it with more. The clink of the coin soothed her to sleep. I wish that would work on me. I have a sand hourglass. That wouldn't work on me, but at least, you know, creative solution.
Huh? You build a machine that can blast monsters into the sky, and in your mind, that's a toy?
I mean, at the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys anyway?
I mean, yeah.
Not where Knuckle Duckle's concerned. That's for sure.
Ugh, that's not the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair, you want a blueprint?
Yeah! I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots too. I also have some design ideas of my own. And with your bots as the basis, maybe I'll be able to try them out for real.
I get it. Your head's so full of ideas you want to bring to life that you can hardly sleep at night. You try eating some snacks to take your mind off things, but it doesn't seem to help anymore.
Exactly! But what can I do? I'll never be able to afford one of your blueprints.
Well, you must have blueprints for the toys you've made too, right? Let's trade. One of your toys for one of mine.
Really? Thank you so much, ma'am!
Ma'am?
Is it ma'am, or...?
It's Boss. Boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake Craft Shop.
Yes, let's give
Thank
the
you so much,
children
boss
dangerous
of the
blueprints.
Clink Clank Krumkake Craft Shop.
Huh. That was very thoughtful. Who are you, and what have you done with Aino?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I? A lot of people depend on me. Looking out for them is a big part of the job.
Did that really just happen? For a moment there, Aino stopped being a little kid and acted like a full-on grown-up. A grown-up who's shorter than the kid she was looking out for, but still.
Paimon, you're shorter than everybody. I don't think you have any room to talk.
Previous records indicate that Aino has a 94% chance of adopting such behaviors when encountering a child in a similar situation to herself.
We have the data. Okay. I went to read a book. I thought you've ended the stream. Glad I checked and you're still going. Yeah. Normally I try to keep it around 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and we're on like 2:15 right now. But my plan was I thought I was gonna get through all of the event. I didn't realize it was still time gated. What is this? Why is it telling me that? Okay, yeah, I know. I don't know why it's got an exclamation point. I thought I was gonna get through all of it, but it's not unlocked, so I can't. Also, interesting thing, Dory is the only character who tells you nothing of her backstory, even if you get her friendship to 6. Oh. There's just nothing. I guess that's by design, though. Like, makes sense.
Hey, look! It's our old pal Lieben!
Oh, it's you two! Been a while, hasn't it?
That it has.
Wait, you know this guy too? Okay, I'm slowly starting to get why Boss Neff asked you to help me out.
Ah, you must be the expo manager. Was there something you needed from me?
Nope, just checking in. You're just selling a few ordinary items, is that right?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Okay. I mean, we've got people selling toys this year, so why not?
You seem confused. In the right environment, ordinary items don't have to fetch an ordinary price, you know? I'm sure I'll meet someone at this trade expo who recognizes their hidden value.
Cool. Well, you do you. I'm certainly not gonna stop you.
Oh, I was like, I got a pop-up on my phone. I was looking because I've been checking my stream the whole time because I was, you know, the OBS being mad at me. So I was like checking and I saw a pop-up on my phone and it was like Amazon telling me that a product I purchased has been recalled for safety. I'm like, wait, what? What's happening? What item? Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Leaving here is a repeat NPC from the Box of Marbles event. Yeah, I remember him. He looks familiar.
What about you, friend? Care to do some business?
I'll pass, or are you not the Box of Marbles business anymore?
Well, to be honest, I spent most of the ones in my inventory to purchase this batch of goods. The ones you see here are just for decoration. But I'm confident that I can make a killing here, so I'll be sure to make another batch of Box of Marvels should the opportunity arise later.
Yeah, definitely remember him. Oh, wrong thing. Oh, this one also has a second. Can I not talk to you?
Wait, that's a familiar face. Isn't that Viswava?
Why is this? It's a safety recall for a thermos. What? Why is my thermos not safe? What?
Why, if it isn't the Traveler. Knew there'd be some big names here.
Let's get the official business over with first. Unfortunately, you're the first seller at the expo to receive a complaint. We've received word that the muskets you're selling are a few shots away from turning into scrap.
Well, yeah. It's written here plain as day. Muskets for sale. Condition extremely poor. The internal grooves have been worn away and the ammo might be damp. Best practice is to pray that it doesn't explode before each use.
Okay. This lady was from an event featuring strategy game. Yeah, I remember her too. I just couldn't remember the name. I don't generally remember the NPCs' names, but I'm like, you look familiar.
Wait, so you weren't speaking in code to cover your tracks?
Code?
Yeah. Sometimes people bring stuff that needs to be kept on the down low, so they dress it up as junk beforehand. Happens on the black market all the time.
You're overthinking things here. This stuff really is junk. We were just gonna scrap them, but my superiors thought we might as well try and make some more off of them. And who knows? If the prayers are answered and the gun ends up firing a few times, the buyer hasn't totally wasted their money, have they?
Guess not.
I mean, a weapon on the brink of ruin that's still capable of considerable firepower. Doesn't that just scream black market to you?
Not really, but okay. Well, I have to leave now. Sorry, I'll see you next stream, Thandi. Yeah, no worries, Shihan. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Yeah, but who would buy something like this?
Maybe collectors who don't care if it works, and desperados who don't care if it explodes.
Fair enough.
It's like, yes, let me buy a thing that might just explode for no reason. Like, oh, hello. I was very confused for a minute.
Oh, Blintz and Itlua! Fancy seeing you here!
Ah, Traveler. Paimon. How do you do?
Are you here to buy some stuff?
That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flintz's words, it's important for Lightkeepers to spend some time in the land of the living every once in a while.
That sounds like something he'd say, yeah. Are you interested in these muskets? Since we're friends, Paimon will let you in on some insider info. This officer here is basically selling scrap.
Well, it's not inside. It's on the sign, isn't it? I mean, she is very honest for a foot too. Yeah, she is. Probably one of the only ones.
Oh, I'm well aware. The sign makes that quite clear.
True.
I'm
See,
interested
he
in
read the
this
sign.
particular piece because it brings to mind a picture I once saw. It featured several Ratniki and a Fatui officer who fought alongside them. The weapon that the latter used was identical to this one.
The Fatui teamed up with the Lightkeepers?
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members. The owner of this musket must have been a hero who stood against the Wild Hunt as well. But why would you sell a hero's firearm?
That's just how the rules work on our end. Everyone agreed to it. Whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero. Our equipment is to be collected and redistributed once we're dust on the wind. The stuff that's usable is given to new recruits. And the scrap is sold for whatever price it can still fetch. That way, we can at least put it towards feeding the grunts, you know? Better than following them to the grave.
Huh.
Thought-provoking perspective.
I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flint. Could you tell me a few more stories about it when you get the chance?
Of course.
Okay. Where is the fruity order? Oh. Why is your name Lackaberry?
The treasure hoarders have a booth?
Yep, every year. This is the largest legal black market in all of Tevat. The stuff they dig up is perfect for a place like this.
But can one person really represent their entire organization?
No way. Treasure Hoarder is just a catch-all title. Their internal structure is crazy complicated. The thing is, the members who'd apply to set up the exhibits used to give themselves ever more highfalutin titles. You know, to boost buyer confidence. Over time, it became an unwritten rule that each expo can only have one treasure hoarder booth. The different factions usually duke it out beforehand for the right to take part.
To be honest, I see myself as a member of the Fruity Order first.
Fruity Order?
Treasure Hoarder second.
Fruity Order, that sounds familiar.
Of course it does. The Fruity Order is known far and wide for its heroic deeds.
The Fruity Order's a familiar name around here, at least. They've been winning the Treasure Hoarder Expo rights for a few years now. Although, this guy's a new face.
Okay.
Ahem. So what's the situation in need of mediation?
This person's been glaring daggers at me from behind since she arrived. Hey you! I'm a member of the Fruity Order, you hear?
What a coincidence. So am I.
Wait, really? I first encountered the humor and intelligence of trendy Zaytun Peach in the New Tide anthology. Then I heard the legend of intrepid Valberry while I was in the Fortress of Meropide. The more I heard about your order, the more it drew me in. I've been searching for so long, but I was never able to find an actual member. So when I heard that the Nodcry Trade Expo was being held again, I applied under your name. And now, I finally get to meet you.
It's those idiots. Stirring up trouble again, huh?
So what I'm getting is that this guy's an imposter?
Yep.
Our orders won the expo rights several years in a row, so we announced that we were backing out of the running this year to avoid conflict. Then, this guy had to come along. A few of the other groups were looking to duke it out, so imagine their anger when someone claiming to be one of ours snatched the expo rights again.
Well, no one's made any trouble for me. Wait, does that mean you've taken them all out already? Man, I knew it! The Fruity Order's as good as they say. Can I join?
We can't make trouble at the expo. Voynich Guild rules. Once it's all over,
Meet me at the harbor in Nasha Town.
I see. All right, I'll be there.
Does he not realize what's going on here?
I don't think he does, Paimon.
Also, considering our smooth collaborations thus far, a word of advice for the guild. This guy has only been able to keep his head in his booth because the Fruity Order took care of any rival factions. But if there's one thing the treasure hoarders have in spades, it's sore losers. Since our order has proven untouchable so far, they're sure to find easier targets to vent their frustration on.
This guy is still dancing with the robot. He's still just dancing by himself with the robot. Okay. Whatever. Indeed, that is a very person-centered perspective on the higher-ups' lives are no more important than the grunts. Matters not if they accomplished amazing deeds. Yeah. It's like everybody's a person. The weapons they used, if they're still working, rather than sitting on a shelf collecting dust, they can be used to protect the next person. I imagine you'd run out of supplies real fast, too, if you didn't do that. Granted, this perspective void of ceremony. Yeah. Oh dear, he is dead. And he's too dumb to realize it.
So look after those kids.
Huh. So this guy has been responsible for more than one conflict so far.
Yeah. He is not the brightest. Oh, I have a second. Fuck.
What do you think?
Not bad. Tastes just like back in Mondstadt.
Varka? You're here for the expo too?
Oh hey, traveler, Paimon. I was only planning to take a look around. Wasn't expecting this pleasant surprise. Out in this part of the world, even a homegrown Mondstadt apple is a rare treat.
Yes, and on that note, I should advise you that the prices are quite different from what you'll be used to back home.
Not a problem. It's a price worth paying for a taste of home. I'll take the whole batch and send someone to collect them later.
The whole batch? Huh. Looks like you've already made your money back, huh, Lieben? Oh, and Varka, since you're looking for a taste of home, have you tried the Mondstadt wine next door? Apparently, he uses special connections to keep the import costs down.
Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good, but not Mondstadt wine good.
Okay.
Besides, I wouldn't be able to buy any even if it was. We can't have the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius going around supporting smugglers, can we?
Oh, it's true. You're not gonna reprimand him though, are you?
Don't worry, I know it's Nefer's rules here. Not out to make life difficult for you. If you find yourself at a loose end, come visit our base sometime. I'm gonna get the Knights to make some cider out of these apples.
It would be my pleasure. He probably shouldn't be there at all.
You're as generous as they say, Grandmaster.
Looks like you finally made some real profit.
Hey, don't make me sound so incompetent. Though I'll admit, I wasn't expecting to make my money back quite so quickly. Now I can start thinking seriously about my next venture.
Where do you plan to make your next fortune?
I'm planning on heading to Snezhnegrad, actually. I hear they're running low on lots of supplies because of Project Stuja. That's a business opportunity if I've ever seen one. With any luck, maybe I'll have the pleasure of seeing you there.
Well, good luck out there. Hope you strike it rich.
Fun fact, in Fontaine there's a side quest featuring a member of the Fruity Order. His name was Is it Boule Fruit? Believe? I don't know how you say that. I remember something about that. That might have been one that I actually did because I remember hearing Fruity Order before. Or like, I don't know if they called it that then, but I remember hearing... I remember the fruit name. Okay, so this one hasn't been unlocked because it's time gated. Also time gated. All of those ones are. Hello, can I talk to you?
This exhibitor's demands are ridiculous.
Poor Bully Fruity. His end wasn't a happy one.
What's wrong?
this exhibitor is apparently selling some rare Natlanese artifacts. And he's making some extremely unrealistic demands about how he wants them stored. I know the contract says that we're responsible for storage, but I'm sorry. It's unreasonable to expect us to meet these requirements.
Unreasonable? These are rare and very fragile historical relics we're talking about. You can't just throw them into a warehouse, okay? They have to be handled with care.
You're from Masters of the Nightwind, aren't you?
Tumaini?
Yep, that's Tumaini, all right. So, what exactly do you need?
Well, I suppose I can use the assigned warehouse if I really have to. Just don't tell Granny Eatsley about this, please.
Nice negotiating with you.
Whatever Tumaini means, it seems like it carries even more weight than name-dropping Boss Neff.
So, no, yeah, those are time gated. Oh, yeah, I know, this one.
Sir, we don't forbid exhibitors from offering drink samples, but I need to make sure you understand what you're getting into. Any samples you offer are at your own risk. If anything goes wrong, like if a customer has a bad reaction to one of your products, the expo can't take any responsibility.
Rest assured, ma'am, what you see here is 100% pure Mondstadt vintage. Straight from the Dawn Winery's cellars, actually.
Really? Wow-wee! You don't often find Mondstadt wine this far away from home.
Ah, you're telling me. If you try to ship this stuff through the proper channels, all the taxes and tariffs would send the prices skyrocketing. But that's where my connections come in. With me, you get Mondstadt wine at Mondstadt prices.
Yeah, because that's not sus or anything. Imagine trying to be unreasonable and being busted by the national hero of Natlan. Yeah, it's like, that's the worst luck.
Cool! What kind of connections?
Hey! You can't go around asking people questions like that!
Okay. Okay, I think that's all of the ones that I can do that aren't time gated. Like the rest of them are time gated. I think so, yeah. Okay, I was looking at that recall, like the recall notice that I got, and it's like my thermos. It's being recalled due to serious impact injury and laceration hazards. What? Okay, I guess I'm throwing that out right away. That's terrifying. I'm glad they sent me a notification, but oh, okay. Jeez. Anyway, okay, well I had hoped to do the whole event thing because I'd rather just knock it out in one go, but the rest of it's time gated, so that's all I can do, I guess. But anyway, my plan was to do the whole thing and then Saturday do Warcraft again, because I know I'm gonna need a brain break, and that's my no brain day and no brain stream usually. So I guess I'll still do that though, because I already said I would do it. So I don't know about the rest of this, how long it will take. If it won't take too long, then maybe I do it before and switch over to Warcraft or something. But we'll see. I should go because it's getting late and I still have a lot of stuff to do. But at least I got my abstract thing turned in for research. I got it submitted in time, so I don't have to do that. Yay. But I will be back on Saturday, and hopefully OBS won't be mad at me Saturday. It's less mad now though, it's only 3%. It's in the yellow, it's only 3%. Earlier it was like 30% dropped frames. So that's still a lot better than what it was. So yeah. Anyway, thanks so much everyone for hanging out. appreciate it, and I will be back Saturday. We'll see how long the Genshin thing takes. If it's going to take a while, then I don't know if I'm going to do it Saturday or if I'll just do Warcraft like I said I was going to do. So yeah, I will be back Saturday. Have a good night or a good day, whatever time zone. Let me get back to my stream software so I can put my actual screen up. Okay, see you all next time. Bye everyone.